Secondhand Therapy is presented by Pony Bear Studios. For ad-free episodes, head on over to patreon.com/secondhandtherapypod.
Hello, my little bear cubs, and welcome back to another episode of Secondhand Therapy. We need to remind you that we are not therapists. We are not experts. This is not a substitute for therapy, and this is not professional advice in any way.
That's right, dog.
We appreciate you being here. And if you would like to support the podcast, that would be stellar. Patreon.com/secondhandtherapypod for ad-free episodes and much more bonus content. Please check it out. We have merch available, secondhandtherapypod.com. If you would like to donate money to women's reproductive resources, you can do so via a purchase at vasectomyfarms.com. Thank you.
Oh,
go ahead.
I was going to say, if you want to contact us, you can also do that.
Yeah, you can. It's all below.
Yeah. What?
Is that important to you?
Yeah, I like getting mail.
You can contact us. It's below. That's it. Thanks for being here. Follow the show. Leave a 5-star review. We appreciate you. If you're interested in having the best time of your life, you should go ahead and check out our new sponsor, Psychic Source.
Oh, buddy, I cannot wait.
Dude.
I'm trying to talk to dead people. Do they do that?
They do mediums. They got mediums.
All right. I'll take a large medium.
All right. So here's the thing. Daddy already did it. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If you want to talk to a psychic, and trust me, you do. Here's what you do. You go to trypsychicsource.com/SHT10. Okay? You're going to get 40 minutes. 40 minutes for $19.80. Now, you don't have to use all 40 minutes with one person. I didn't.
Oh.
I did 20 with, and look, mind your business. I'm talking about my love life.
Okay, all right.
Talking about my love life.
Trying to see maybe some road bumps ahead.
Just seeing if it's going to be clear skies, and it's not. Now, I did the other 20 on just like a spiritual thing. See where I'm at. Let me guess. You're going to do a medium?
Oh my God, I can't wait.
All right. Well, if you want to talk to a psychic, you can do that. Again, try psychicsource.com/SHT10. You get 40 minutes for under $20. Do it. And then DM us because I want to hear how it went.
Oh, I can't. Please DM us.
Oh, God, it's so much fun.
I want the tea.
Hello, my little bear cubs, and welcome back.
Secondhand Therapy. We've been talking about identity lately, the last couple sessions.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. And I got a little pushback on something, which was about happiness and about identity and things like that. And like when Ken Gar was here a few weeks ago,
shout out to Ken.
we were talking about, I don't know, there was something happening and I was like, oh, I would love to go to that. And he was like, you would? And I was like, yeah. I was like, nobody ever invites me to
what
this
was it?
or that. I don't know, some kind of like comedian like brunch or meetup thing or something like that.
I'm with Ken. Very surprising.
I was like, I would love to do that. And he's like, you would? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay. And I was like, I never get invited to these things, like festivals or like brunches or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he just kind of like let me rant for a minute. And he stared at me and he goes, you're Michael Malone. And I go, okay. And he goes, you're the Wanderer. And I go, what? And he goes, yeah, you are the lone wolf. You are the wanderer. That is who you are. Of course, nobody's inviting you to these things. And I was like, is that what people think? And he's like, you've made people think that. That's who you are. And he's like, there's nothing wrong with it. He's like, but it feels like you've gone out of your way to be alone. And I was like, okay. And I started unpacking that with my therapist a little bit because I was talking to another friend of ours and they said the same thing. And they were like, whether it's either subconsciously or conscious decisions, you have made these decisions or whatever, like in your life that almost go against like the brand or the identity of who you are. Even when you like are trying to make these changes or shifts, like it's almost like you won't allow yourself to like do those changes because you need to protect the brand. And the brand is loner, wanderer,
Loner sad boy.
sad boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my therapist, this is the pushback I got. He said, what happens if you're happy? And without even thinking, I said, oh, I don't think I'll be as useful.
What?
Yeah. Yeah. And he was like, okay, let's talk about that. And I was like, okay. And he's like, well, useful how? And I was like, I don't necessarily like being miserable or unhappy, but what I do enjoy is, I don't know how to put it, like, I like helping others in a way through my pain where it's like a mirror or being able to be seen in what I'm going through. I like being useful in those ways. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I would say it makes a little more sense to me when you're talking about like a one-on-one interaction,
Yeah. Yeah.
but you kind of do it publicly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, you're not anymore, but go ahead.
I'm not anymore what?
On stage.
No, but I'm still vulnerable in the public eye.
Sure.
Um, and my therapist goes, it's interesting that you think that you would be more useful as a mirror instead of as an inspiration.
Banger. It's a good line.
I said, what?
It's a good line.
He said, don't you think it would be helpful for others to look at you as an inspiration and think like, oh, I've followed him along this journey and now look how happy he is, or look at, this or that.
Yeah, but then the podcast is over. But yeah.
It's like, you're going to end us. Yeah, and I've never thought about being inspirational,
Mm.
because that goes against the brand. I am the underdog. I am the outcast. I am the wanderer. I am the loner. I can't be.
Do you see yourself that way?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I have another layer if you're interested.
Sure.
Well, let's say you start out, sad boy like you are.
Mm-hmm.
People follow you on this journey, and then you get better.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you think that it will come off that you're better than them now.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what we got into.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was the other piece of it was, yeah, commisery and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was the thing I brought up. I was like, yeah, that goes against everything that I was taught. And we've talked about this before. Like, I don't feel like I'm allowed to be happy.
Why?
Uh, Yeah.
What the papa? Why you can't be happy?
You know why.
Oh, tell me though.
You're just not allowed to be happy, man.
Yeah, open your eyes though. He's gone.
Oh, you're not allowed to be happy.
Because what happens if you're happy?
Because I think, it feeds exactly into what you were just saying. Like, it means that I feel like that I'm better than you. And also, this is also what I brought up in therapy. Not only does it mean that I think I'm better than you or whatever,
open your fucking eyes.
I don't want to.
Are you hiding? Does it feel safer with your eyes closed?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. All right, shut up.
Absolutely.
Right. Go to sleep. Tell me what's up.
Let me take a nap. I'll tell you what's up.
Take a nap, papa.
All right. Also, people can't ask you for anything.
If you're miserable.
Yeah.
If you're struggling along with them.
Yeah. Because where I come from and how I was brought up, the minute you're happy and doing well, that's when your phone starts ringing. Oh, you're doing good. Oh, yeah. Hey, why don't you send me a little money? Why don't you do this for me? Why don't you come do, it's favors then. And then it's like, I'm barely, you know what I mean? Like the hint of happiness. People are like, let me have some of it. I barely have any of it.
Yeah.
I'm barely getting by.
That's confusing.
Yeah. Why?
I would also say a lot of the brand is, I just want to be of service.
Service, yes, but not taken advantage of. I'll help you. But don't come with just your hands out and like with anger and with your hands out. And anger and empty hands. Don't do that. Like, I'll help you.
Who says they're coming with anger?
Oh, it's not. Again, it's not like traditional anger where it's like, fuck you. It's anger and like, oh, you think you're doing good, huh? It's like, oh, you think you're better than me? All right, big shot.
Are they saying that? Why
don't you help me with this?
Like, are they saying that, or is that just what you're hearing?
I mean, that's how it comes. That's the language of commisery, right? That's what you're trained to think of. Like, these people think of you differently. They're looking at you not in inspiration or awe or anything like that, or even with like happiness. It is with how do I bring this guy back down? How do I get him back down here?
So good stuff happens to you, and then the universe is coming to get it.
Yeah. 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 Hey, how do you unlearn that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, man.
There's so much narcissism in that, and it's like, I know. It's not your fault. I know. I don't know how you undo it.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's a lot of, like self-importance. There's a lot of ego and self-importance in that.
That's interesting. I don't see it as ego. Because I'm not thinking that I'm better than. They're viewing me that way. Or that's what I've been taught. Yeah. That they're viewing me that I think that I'm better than them because I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm just saying like that doesn't feel like. Yeah, that feels like fear, not ego.
Okay.
Scared to do well. Scared to tell you that I'm doing good. Yeah.
All right.
I don't know. Am I wrong?
Hey, I'm not. I have no way of telling you what you're feeling or thinking or anything.
Yeah.
I just, the idea that you do well and then someone's going to come take it or someone's going to think differently. It's very centered on like you. Like, people are going to look at me this way. People are going to want to take it. People are like,
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of narcissism in it. And it just happens.
Yeah, I don't...
Speaking of, go ahead.
I was just going to say, like, that's what would happen in my family and my town and stuff. Like,
Where's your family now?
dead.
What town are you in now?
Not there.
So what are you talking about?
Yeah, okay. Let me flip the switch then and turn it off.
It's not about flipping a switch. It's
it's about unlearning, but how do you like, it takes time.
okay. Yeah, things take time for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Go on, what were you gonna say?
I was just gonna, on the bridge of narcissism, I've been going to, since I'm only on, I did have my monthly therapy check-in today, this
yesterday?
week.
Yeah.
Whatever. Which was good. I don't have a ton to share from it. My girl and I are kind of going through it right now, but it's not a ton of new stuff. It's, her stuff hitting my parts and vice versa.
Yeah.
So it's nothing we've discussed before. I have a little bit on like food stuff that I'm doing.
Yeah.
But I think we'll talk about that next week because, like I talked about before, in lieu of weekly therapy now, I've been attending adult children of emotionally immature parents, like support groups.
Mm-hmm.
And on the wings of narcissism and emotionally manipulative parents, I have a couple worksheets that we can go through together.
Ooh.
If you're interested.
Yeah, absolutely.
All righty. I won't be participating. Just kidding. We'll both do it.
I know we talk about BetterHelp a lot on this show, but now they're a sponsor.
They are a sponsor, dude.
I'm using BetterHelp. I'm loving it so far. It's so easy to find a therapist, find out what I'm looking for, and if it's not working out, because that has happened, I've been able to switch therapists with no problem at all.
Yeah. Yeah, you had that one that was not a good fit before.
It was not a good fit. Hey, and that happens. Finding good therapists is like a lot like finding, being out there in the dating world and finding the right partner for you.
And you're married now.
Oh, no.
You're in love.
Never.
You're in love now.
I have to talk about this with my therapist.
Dude, your therapist. Can I meet this person? I don't even know their gender. Can I meet this person?
Absolutely not.
Let's do one together.
Well, we should sign up for couples therapy on BetterHelp.
I'll do it. You think I won't do it? You think I won't win couples therapy with you, dude?
Oh,
you think I'm not gonna walk out with the trophy? A couples therapy.
I know you will.
All right, here's the good news. They really are a sponsor. And if you have wanted to get in therapy and maybe you don't know where to start, maybe you don't have insurance like us, you can go to BetterHelp. They were nice enough to give us a discount. So if you hear this, you can go to betterhelp.com/secondhand therapy and you will get 10% off your first month. There's a link below the episode. Starting therapy, it helps. It really helps. No matter what you want to work on, give it a shot. betterhelp.com/secondhand therapy. We love you guys. So the exercise is assessing your parents' emotional immaturity. Okay?
1,000.
I'm going to put this one over here. All right.
Okay.
So, oh, man. All right. We're going to go through some statements, and you just give me a yes or no if it describes
my sweet angel.
Your perfect saint.
My saint.
Yeah. That toxic nightmare. Nancy, R.I.P. We love you very much. You did your best. You ruined him. We'll go with mom since we were both raised by moms.
Sure.
All right. My parent often overreacted to relatively minor things. I'm a yes.
Yes.
Okay. My parent did not express much empathy or emotional awareness.
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait, yes or no? Does yes mean that she did?
Is that a true statement? Your parent did not express much empathy or emotional awareness. I would say my mom didn't have much emotional awareness.
Mine did. So mine would be a no.
Okay. When it came to emotional closeness and feelings, my parents seemed uncomfortable and didn't go there.
No.
Okay.
What about you?
Hit and miss. Generally, I would say probably not.
Okay.
My parent was often irritated by individual differences or different points of view.
No, we would have long talks about things.
Yeah, I would agree. I didn't really see any issues with that. When I was growing up, my parent used me as a confidant, but wasn't a confidant for me.
Yes to the first part, but no to the second. Like, we were pretty equal.
Okay. That's not a thing for me. I don't really
Yeah.
think we were confidants of each other.
Yeah.
My parent often said and did things without thinking about people's feelings.
No, that's all my mother thought about.
Okay.
You?
No, that doesn't ring true for me. I didn't get much attention or sympathy from my parent, except maybe when I was really sick.
No, I got too much attention.
Yeah. Except maybe when I was really sick. Maybe?
Yeah.
The attention doesn't ring true. Sympathy. That's a hard one for me to gauge. Like, what would she be sympathizing with?
If you came home from school, if she was like, "Oh, Louie, you okay? You seem a little down. What happened at school?"
You know, she was still at work when I got home from school.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, just be able to like read you and be able to tap into like, "You're not eating much tonight. What's going on, bud?"
Never a problem. Okay, we'll go with maybe on that one.
Okay.
Where was I? Even polite disagreements can make my parent very defensive. Don't fucking lie to us.
Yes.
It's like, well, where'd you learn it if it's a no, sir? Yeah, I would agree with that as well.
Yeah.
It was deflating to tell my parent about my successes because it didn't seem to matter. I didn't tell anybody about my successes.
I
So.
know you don't tell anybody anything.
Yeah.
No.
I keep it quiet.
Keep it.
I do.
I keep it moving.
Facts and logic were no match for my parents' opinions.
It's like a 70-30.
You talking you and me? Logic ain't got a fucking dent on you, my boy.
Yeah.
My parent was not self-reflective and rarely looked at his or her role in a problem. For sure, for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My parent tended to be a black and white thinker and unreceptive to new ideas.
No.
I would say, depending on the topic.
Yeah, that's a better answer.
All right. If you have checked more than one, you are with an emotionally immature parent.
More than one?
Yeah.
That almost seems like cheating. More than just one? That's crazy. Most tests are like, I'm just saying, like, as a test goes, like.
Well, she failed. You got to make peace with it.
I know. I'm just saying in general, as a test, more than one is wild.
Well, it's not a test. It's just a worksheet. But I'm glad
everything's a test.
I'm glad you've made it into
Don't
something about your worth. All right. I have another worksheet.
More than one. Wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's not surprising.
Yeah.
Warning signs of gaslighting from your emotionally immature caretakers. All right. So I don't, and you know, I have on gaslighting.
You're very rigid on it. Either like, this is the exact term or it ain't gaslighting.
That's not true. But I do have like a not everything's gaslighting. But this is a worksheet. So I could be wrong.
Okay.
So one of the things is denial.
Uh-huh.
The person would say something like, I never said that. That's not how that happened at all.
Mm-hmm.
That's gaslighting. Isn't that just lying?
I think what happens after they do that is what gaslighting is. If they do that and then they turn it around on you, I think that's gaslighting.
Yeah.
In my book, that's what it is.
Okay. We have distraction.
Yeah, that's gaslighting.
Well, I'm going to give you some examples before you, Mr. Know-it-all. Something like you're in a thing and they divert to like, let's talk about your birthday. Subject change, distraction.
Yeah.
I didn't have that. Your mom do that?
No.
No. She stayed on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, on it too much.
Oh boy. All right. Put downs. Calling you an idiot. You sound crazy when you talk like that.
Not that.
No? Like
But
what?
sometimes it's not like direct name calling. It would be more of like trying to like don't be stupid or don't be a dummy or don't be, you know what I mean? Like but with herself, it was always inward. I'm so stupid. I'm this, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah. She would say that in front of you?
oh yeah. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Give me an example.
Mainly about body issues.
Yeah.
She was very verbal about her appearance all the time. She was always too fat for whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I mean anything. You want to grab one? I'm too fat, Michael. I can't. She'd order shirts in the mail. I can't even wear this. Look at this is terrible. You know, everything was so much negative self-talk with her. Yeah.
How did you feel when you would hear those things?
Bad. I would feel bad for her. And as I got older, I would try to talk her out of those things. When you're young, you don't know. Mom's just yapping about something, you know, and you're young and you whatever. But as you get older, you're like, Ma, don't be like, you know, Ma, you look great, Ma, you know. So I try to give the old
codependent as shit.
The old Uno reverse, you know, like, Ma, don't be like, what are you doing? You look great. Yeah.
Did you ever like?
Why is that codependent?
Trying to change how someone feels.
Okay.
No?
I don't think that's the same thing in codependency as what you think. It's what you're saying it is.
Tell me why.
I think in codependency, trying to control or change how someone feels is, I know you're going to be mad about this. Listen, I have to tell you something. Please don't get mad. This is what happened. That's trying to control or change the way you feel. Someone saying, I look fat. No, you don't. You look great.
Yeah.
That's not codependency. That's just being nice. Do you see the difference or?
I do.
Yeah.
I just don't think that's what's happening.
Okay.
Because you said you hear your mom say these things, right? And you feel bad for her. Like, what I see happening is her emotions are having an effect on you. So you're trying to change the emotions. So essentially, everybody can feel better, including yourself, because your feelings are rooted in her feelings.
Maybe. I guess what I'm looking at was just like, I'm just trying to be a friend, a good friend.
Yeah. You're a son, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
I don't know. What do you think would happen if, like, she said something like that and you tried to talk to her about it instead of like telling her what she's saying is wrong or inaccurate? If you were to ask her, like, I've heard you say these things about yourself as long as I can remember.
Yeah.
How often does it feel like that for you? Like, what would have happened, do you think?
Well, she would deflect it with humor at first. And if I kept pressing, she would have a genuine conversation with me, but it wouldn't be filled with her coming around to anything, really. I don't think it would just be more negative self-talk and more, it would change from opinion to fact.
I don't understand what that means.
So opinion is like, I look terrible in this shirt, right? Like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm too fat for this shirt. I can't believe I ordered it, whatever. And I go, Ma,
Well,
let's talk about
that's
this.
an opinion stated as a fact.
Right, yeah. And I would just say, Ma, what happened? And I would
Mhm.
press, and she would say, oh, it's fine, and she'd deflect with humor. And then if I press, then opinion changing to fact would be, Michael, I am too fat for that shirt. Look at it. I am too fat for that. What do you want me to do about that? There's nothing I can do. I am too fat for that. You want me to wear that and then people talk about how fat I am? Is that what you want?
And then what would that feel like for you?
Like a lost cause. Like it's just like I can't do anything to help you. I can't help you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's interesting.
Why?
It just is. Because we started with you talking about being of service first, and you can't help her, and that's a bad feeling. Just interesting. Come around.
Yeah, I want to help people that I care about feel better.
Yeah.
You're saying that's a bad thing.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying
your body language is saying.
Yeah, I mean, helping people that haven't asked for help is kind of a lost cause.
Yeah.
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 Do you find that people that haven't asked for help are able or willing to receive help?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not
Majority?
all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't thought about it. I haven't thought about majority or not.
Yeah.
So you never have the urge to help people that don't need their help.
The urge, of course.
You don't ever step in and do that.
I will typically ask if they would like help.
Is that a new thing?
Is what? Asking if they want help?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of just inserting myself?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, I think probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it's easy. I mean, I have just as much desire to be controlling as anybody else. You know, probably more than anybody, than most people. So yeah, I think inserting myself and just doing it would be something I do. And I mean, honestly, when I did do that, I don't know that it was because I wanted to help. I think it was for my own discomfort.
Yeah.
Of like watching someone struggle and not being able to like figure something out.
Yeah. Is that the root of your control? The majority of the time?
What?
Just your own discomfort?
I would assume so.
Yeah.
I think, humans are inherently selfish. So I think a lot of our behaviors are, rooted in what you would call survival.
Yeah.
And I think in the state of time that we are, like, I think our survival is rooted in how we feel,
Yeah.
At least in this part of the world.
How do you find people react when you're trying to help them when they don't ask for help?
I try not to do that anymore.
Yeah.
But even if I offer help and they say no, then I think I usually just try to remove myself.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll ever change your mind. I can't stand there and watch you drown.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it okay when you if somebody is doing something that
Are we talking about you and I?
No.
Oh, okay.
Why?
I didn't know if you had a thing in mind.
No.
I was like, we could just do the thing.
No.
Okay, got it.
No, I'm just asking in general.
Okay.
when you see somebody, as you put it, like struggling or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
in a way that you wouldn't do it, or that you have already figured out, or that you have already done,
Yeah.
that urge to help out, is that discomfort you feel, is that because they're not doing it the way that you would do it, or it's just
I mean, I'm sure. I'm sure that's in the neighborhood of what's happening.
yeah,
Because typically if I'm watching someone struggle, it's because I know like there's a better way to do this.
yeah,
Like I would be doing it the better way. So sure. I think it kind of by process of elimination has to be. But that's not the conscious intention. You know how I keep telling you I'm doing a psychology class?
mm-hmm.
Doing it.
Okay. Are you really?
I'm really doing it, dude. Our new sponsor, Southern New Hampshire University. Got some
Fancy.
classes, bro.
Oh, you fancy now.
Bruh, I'm out here.
He's a schoolboy.
Hey, and here's the thing. If you're like me and you're just like, dude, I like learning stuff sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
SNHU, go learn some stuff. If you were like me in the past, maybe you feel a little stuck in your career, you want to start a new thing. SNHU. What about you?
I mean, I love to learn.
Oh God, he's never learned
I
a
need
thing.
to do it more officially.
He's never learned a thing. Anyway, if you want to check out SNHU and you want to see what kind of programs they have, you can go to snhu.edu/SHT and you can request more information. It costs nothing to request more information. It's a great way to support the podcast. Learn some stuff. Start a new career. Do whatever you need.
Go back to school.
snhu.edu/SHT. There's also a link in the episode description. Get some info, start some learning. You're welcome.
Do you often think that you know the better way to do it?
Do I often think I know the better way to do it? Well, I feel most confident if it's from experience. So if I have done the thing and I know a quicker and better way, then I would feel confident in offering help.
Yeah.
If it's something I'm not experienced in, this is annoying because you know what? No, it's not based in feel. I was going to say if I genuinely feel that I can do it, but I don't think that's a feel. I think that's a think. If I genuinely think like there's a better way to do that, majority, I don't know. It's tough. I have to think about it.
Yeah. I've been working on just because that's not the way that I would do it, it's not wrong.
Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It is. But also we don't have all day,
So for you, it's an in the moment thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm also like,
figure it out.
Clearly that isn't working.
Okay.
And then, yeah, it's one of those things like if it doesn't actually affect me, I'll just remove myself.
Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, yours is more like during a situation. I find mine to be more post-situation.
In reflection?
Yeah, or not in reflection, but okay, here's a dumb example.
I love those.
8 out of 10 times I open the dishwasher,
yeah,
things are placed in there wrong. They're not wrong. They're just not where I would place them.
Okay.
So in my head, when I open it and this is wrong. And that's not wrong. That's just not where I would put it. That's what I mean. But it's not during a thing. It is it's already happened.
Yeah.
It
Do you rearrange it?
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, but I have to remind myself again, like, it's not wrong. It's just not the way I would do it.
Yeah. Well, I would say it is wrong if they're not getting clean.
Yeah, I mean, well, technically they're in the dishwasher.
Well,
So I mean,
I need a
that's
little more than that.
yeah, that's like the basic of like,
Yeah.
hey, something's it's there.
Give me an example of what's wrong in a dishwasher.
Oh, plates on the top rack. Hey, that's not where that goes.
I could see that. Little plates, I think, could be, though. I think little plates fall in with bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, things like that where I'm just like,
Also, I'm going to die on a hill here.
yeah.
Any drinkware glasses is for the top rack.
Is not for the top rack?
Is for the top rack.
Mm.
Glasses, mugs, all on the top rack.
I'll go for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things where I'm like, it's not wrong. It's just not the way you would do it. So there's things in life like that I'll come across from.
Yeah,
like,
but it is. Okay, sorry.
it's just preference over. So when you're seeing something happening in the moment, are you able to say it's not wrong, it's just not the way I would do it? Or is it more of a time frustration thing where you're like, hey, figure it out. Like, this is taking too long. We should have already been done.
A couple years ago, the latter. Presently,
The latter. Oh, I thought you were talking about it.
Oh my God.
I thought you were talking about like
He's an author, folks. The latter.
Yeah, I was
latter.
like, what happened with the latter? Go
Nice.
on.
But presently, really, if I see somebody doing something, and I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? I will ask.
Oh.
And I'll just be like, why are you doing it that way? And it is out of genuine curiosity.
Mm-hmm.
But I do live with a couple people who think that is, I may as well just pull out a loaded gun and point it at them because it's that threatening.
Yes, but what you are just admitting right now is that curiosity is
real
rooted
quick.
in control.
Hey, real quick, didn't admit anything. Go ahead.
Did you?
No.
Is that curiosity? What you're getting at is that curiosity is rooted in control.
That's not what I'm getting at. I'm saying I'm asking out of curiosity. Because now rather than thinking, because the thought is, what the fuck are they doing?
Right.
It used to be, do it this way, it's better.
Okay.
And now it's, why are they doing it that way?
Okay.
It's a genuine curiosity. So it's rooted in curiosity.
So what do you do with that curiosity then? Let's say that they answer and it's not the way that you would do it. Is that still curiosity, or do you try to change it and end up in control?
Well, the curiosity is only for the question. After that, if they say something and it's dumb as fuck, then I can either continue. If I have more curiosity, I can. But at that point, I'm probably out of curiosity.
Yeah.
I'm either going to go, that doesn't make any sense, or I'm going to remove myself. And be like, huh, all right. Okay. I mean, there is room for more curiosity, but I don't think I would have any at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'd be like, that.
Would your mother correct you in ways like this? Like, what was that like?
You know, my recollection is that, well, one, I never really asked for help. If I did ask for help, you know, I don't know.
Well, in these scenarios, nobody's asking for help.
Yeah. Oh, then I think, so if I'm doing something, I'm struggling. Yeah, I think my mom would just take over.
Ooh.
I do think so.
God damn. Yeah, same, fucking same.
Yeah.
Yeah, there would be, and that's where the learning comes in, right?
Okay. No. Learning what? How to get out of the way?
No, I mean the lack of learning.
Oh, yeah.
That's where, for me, the lack of learning comes in. My mother would just take over.
So what's the vibes when she takes over?
Frustration. Oof. Yep.
What happened?
I just, that was so fast.
Yeah.
Frustration.
Outward?
Yeah. Um, Sometimes no clear emotion.
Stone face.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, that's better than frustration.
Oh, yeah.
I'd rather be a mystery.
That'd be a mystery.
Oh, what if you're just bored? Huh?
Yeah, because as a kid, you're like, yeah, mom's taking over.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, I would recall frustration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Verbal?
Exhales.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The mom exhales.
Exhales. Maybe some verbal, but I do recall feeling like I was in trouble. Yeah. If she had to take something over, I would feel like I was like, oh, I fucked that up.
Is it trouble or disappointment?
Trouble. Buddy, buddy. you don't spill at my house, my guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think oftentimes my mother would just step in without saying anything at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so I never knew how to feel about it because there was no emotion attached to it. Yeah, so I couldn't really tell or know how to feel about it. It was just happening.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened. Yeah, things were just happening. And the lack of learning would be there would be no follow-up. It's never like, even with frustration, like, let me clean this up or whatever.
Yeah.
And then later a parent should come to you and say, hey, sorry, I lost my temper earlier, this and that. Like, next time when you spill that, here's what you take: a little baking soda and you do in case I'm not around, or you do. That's how you parent.
Yeah. That's how somebody parents. I don't know who.
That's what you want.
Yeah. But do you think the inability for them to like let us struggle with something, was it the discomfort of like the fear of them not being needed? Like, oh, if he figures this out, then like let me get in there and like.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man. Yeah, I think that was my mother's biggest fear.
Not being needed?
What will I do if Michael doesn't need me?
What will Michael do if nobody needs him?
Why you gotta do that to me?
It was right there.
Almost cried.
Yeah.
Just then, almost.
Yeah.
Just.
You remember a couple weeks ago and you're like, nobody, I've been having those thoughts again. Nobody needs me. Ain't always checking on me. Hey, Nancy?
Yeah.
You almost cried right now?
Oh, yeah, that fucking shot through me, dude. Hey, didn't like it.
Yeah. Let's talk about it. And we know that. Jesus.
That's a bear.
It's not.